Welcome to Short Story Alley. Today, we're sharing the story of an angel from Sweden. In 1944, a young Swedish diplomat walked into Nazi-occupied Budapest, knowing that a single piece of paper could mean the difference between life and death. He decided to turn paper into a weapon against genocide. His name was Raoul Wallenberg. He was just 31 years old when he arrived in Hungary. The Nazis were losing the war, but in Budapest, the Holocaust was accelerating. Adolf Eichmann was deporting Jews to Auschwitz at a horrifying speed. Hundreds of thousands were already gone. Budapest was next. Wallenberg had no army, no legal authority, and no official mandate to stop them. What he had was imagination and the willingness to gamble his life on it. He began issuing Schutzpass, or Swedish protective passports. They weren't exactly legal, but their power came from their official-looking design and Wallenberg's absolute refusal to be ignored. The documents declared the bearer was under Swedish protection, awaiting repatriation. Thousands of Jews now carried papers that said, "You cannot touch me." But paper wasn't enough. Wallenberg rented dozens of buildings across the city, declared them Swedish safe houses, and flew the Swedish flag above them. He warned Nazi officers that entering them would be an act against a neutral state. When that didn't work, he showed up himself. Witnesses saw him climbing onto trains bound for Auschwitz, shouting names, and pulling people from the cars while guards aimed rifles at him. He bribed officers, threatened others, and lied with total confidence. By the time the Soviet army liberated Budapest in January 1945, Wallenberg and his network had helped save an estimated 100,000 Jews. It was one of the largest single rescue efforts of the Holocaust. And then, he vanished. On January 17, 1945, Raoul Wallenberg left Budapest under Soviet escort and was never seen again. The Soviets later claimed he died in prison, but no clear record was ever produced. He didn't live to be thanked, but the people he saved did. They rebuilt families, had children, and passed down a name that meant survival in a city designed for death. Raoul Wallenberg never fired a shot. He fought genocide with documents, audacity, and moral certainty. He understood that evil depends on people who act like rules are more important than lives. And he chose otherwise. Because he did. Tens of thousands of people lived long enough to grow old. Thanks for listening. Follow for more stories that deserve to be told.